In just 3 days, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns are going to go head-to-head once again, one more time, but this time as captains of their respected teams in War Games. But is this a match we want to see again, one-on-one? Does WWE potentially want to pitch Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns one more time at WrestleMania 42? Let's roll the die in Las Vegas. Not so fast. This is Jack O'Hara Wrestling. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe on our YouTube at Jack O'Hara TV if you want to leave a comment, have a little friendly discussion, some productive dialogue, or just talk some shit about professional wrestling. Head on over to the comment section here at Jack O'Hara TV on the O'Hara and Friends channel. We're talking about Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns not only returning for War Games this Saturday in San Diego, California, only on ESPN, but the fact that the WWE has repetitively given us Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns whenever, they're both available. I mean, we've seen that at WrestleMania 3 times. We've seen it at SummerSlam multiple times. And now we could potentially see it one more time if WWE decides to throw us that curveball at WrestleMania 42. Brock Lesnar, the cowboy from Saskatchewan, Canada, going up against Pensacola's finest in Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. We've already seen it. We've already seen this rendition of Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. We've seen the Beast Incarnate versus the Roman Empire. We've seen the badass of the Shield versus the guy that ended the streak at WrestleMania 30. We've seen the tribal chief versus the badass cowboy Brock Lesnar, and that's what we see today. We see the tribal chief teaming with the best in the world, teaming up with the American Nightmare, teaming up with arguably the greatest tag team of all time in the Usos to take on that badass cowboy Brock Lesnar, who has his own team. He's got the Chosen One. He's got Drew McIntyre. He's got Logan Paul. He's got Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and he has his visionary, his oracle, his advocate, Paul Heyman, in his corner at War Games. Something's got to give at War Games between these two. It's going to be exciting to see Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns going back at it. I mean, they're the two alphas of their team. I know Cody Rhodes is the WWE champion. I know CM Punk is the World Heavyweight champion. But Roman Reigns is the tribal chief, man. Roman Reigns is the longest reigning WWE champion of the last 35, 40 years. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar one more time. Do we want to see it at WrestleMania 42? I don't. We've seen it. We saw it at WrestleMania 31. We saw it at WrestleMania 34. We saw it at WrestleMania 38. We've seen it at SummerSlam in 2018. We've seen it at SummerSlam in 2022. We saw them end SummerSlam 2021 with the confrontation after Brock Lesnar returned to the WWE for the first time in 2 years. I mean, we've seen this over and over and over again. Roman Reigns' greatest rival will always go down in history as Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's greatest rivalry of all time, who's to say? Who's to say it's John Cena? Who's to say that it's Bill Goldberg? I think it's Roman Reigns. I think these two are their generation's Rock and Stone Cold. Their generation's Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage. This is what it is. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar is one of the greatest feuds in WWE history. Even if, in my opinion, we only got to see one great match out of that entire rivalry. WrestleMania 31, you had the Rocky versus Ivan Drago thing where Brock kicked Roman's ass the entire match, only for Roman to build a comeback very late in the match, only for Seth Rollins to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. All right, we got it once. It wasn't bad. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns wasn't bad. Then what do? Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns again at WrestleMania 34 for the Universal Championship this time. First time around it was for the WWE Championship. It dropped the ball in every which way, shape, or form. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 34 to close the show with Brock Lesnar beating Roman Reigns clean was arguably the worst WrestleMania main event of the last 20 years. Then you fast forward to WrestleMania 38. Now, these are two completely different people. It was the Beast Incarnate versus the young and up-and-coming Roman Reigns who was getting pushed to the sky by Vince McMahon. WrestleMania 38 was a little bit different. It was Brock Lesnar, the cowboy, the WWE champion, taking on the now established main event of WrestleMania, the tribal chief, the reigning, defending Universal Champion at that time of a year and a half. And Roman Reigns picks up a clean pinfall victory over Brock Lesnar. And that's the way it should end in their 3 WrestleMania matches. A tie because Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank. a Brock Lesnar win, and then a Roman Reigns win. They're 1-1-1 against each other at WrestleMania. That doesn't need to be broken. And then out of all those matches, none of them were really that great. WrestleMania 31, I thought, was a good build-up. It was the rookie Roman Reigns taking on the established Beast Incarnate who just ended The Undertaker's undefeated streak. And it was perfectly... That story was perfectly told. Brock Lesnar beat the crap out of Roman Reigns for 30 minutes. Roman Reigns got a couple of licks in those final 3 minutes before Seth Rollins cashed in the Money in the Bank contract. WrestleMania 34, once again, the guy that was getting pushed to the moon, Roman Reigns, looking to uncrown Brock Lesnar, who's the Universal Champion. They weren't ready for it. The fans weren't ready for it. Roman Reigns gets defeated by Brock Lesnar in the main event of WrestleMania 34. WrestleMania 37, Roman's established. He's the guy. And it just didn't, the match just didn't hit. It was supposed to be the greatest main event. I think it was advertised as the greatest WrestleMania main event of all time. Winner take all, WWE Champion versus Universal Champion, and it just dropped the ball. Brock versus Roman, they faced each other multiple times at SummerSlam or SummerSlam 2017 in a Fatal 4-Way with Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman. Great Fatal 4-Way. Brock Lesnar ends up pinning Roman Reigns. Following year at SummerSlam 2018, Roman Reigns beats Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship in a fairly quick match. I think it was less than 10 minutes. I was there live in Brooklyn. I think it was less than 10 minutes long. Now you have SummerSlam 2022 in the main event, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Undisputed Championship in a last man standing match, which was Triple H, Paul Levesque's first night as running the WWE full-time after Vince McMahon retired. He was kicked out, right? And it was the best Lesnar-Reigns match we ever saw. Absolute fucking chaos. Brock Lesnar brought a tractor to the ring in Nashville. He lifted the ring up. Roman Reigns, I mean, that's a rolling meme of Roman Reigns flopping out of the ring after Lesnar lifted the ring with his tractor. That was the best Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar match of all time, with Reigns picking up the win in the last man standing match to go on to be champion for another year and a half after that, right? Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, that story has been written. It is signed, sealed, and delivered. We're getting a treat at Survivor Series, seeing them in the ring once again on their respective teams. This is an all-star War Games match, ladies and gentlemen. Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, and The Vision, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And who knows what it would have been like if Seth Rollins didn't get hurt. It would have been Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Logan Paul, obviously, getting fixed into this whole Vision storyline because Seth Rollins got hurt. And then you have Roman Reigns teaming with Cody Rhodes, arguably one of his biggest rivals as well, teaming with CM Punk, who he does not like at all. That's presumably one of the WrestleMania main events this year. If they don't go with Lesnar versus Reigns, it's going to be Reigns versus Punk. And then you also have Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. This is an all-star team for War Games. If you watch baseball, if you watch football, if you watch basketball, this is the equivalent to WWE's All-Star Game here at War Games. Lesnar's team versus Reigns' team. Lesnar's team versus Cody's team. Lesnar's team versus Punk's team. We're going to get all these different matchups inside of War Games. Lesnar Reigns, Lesnar Rhodes, Lesnar Punk, Lesnar Jay, Lesnar Jimmy. We're going to get Drew McIntyre and Punk in the ring again, once again. We're going to get Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. We're going to get Braun Breaker and Brock Lesnar in the same ring. Is there a confrontation there? Who knows? We're getting all of these different elements, and we're going to be, and the WWE Universe is going to be able to tell Paul Levesque and Lee Fitting and Ari Emanuel and Mark Shapiro at TKO what the WWE wants heading into WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I can say humbly and with conviction that Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns is not another main event that we need to see.